What team have you played for on St. Martin's?
I played on the Bantam Boys basketball team and the Bantam Boys volleyball team.
How was last year's team, say basketball?
Basketball, our team was very competitive. We had a good season, undefeated.
How do you think this year's team is going to do?
We have practically the same team. We're going to do just fine.
How is the fans at our school, Mark?
We need more support from our fans.
Hi, I'm Mark McLaughlin.
Mark, what teams have you played for on St. Martin's history?
I played on the Bantam Boys basketball team and the Bantam Boys volleyball team.
How was last year's basketball team?
Our basketball team was very competitive. We had a good season, undefeated.
How do you think this year's team will do?
We have practically the same team. We're going to be very competitive.
How is the fans at our school?
We need more support from our fans.
Go.
New series. John Grisham's The Client premieres in 2 weeks.
Hi there, my name is Mitch Caroli. I'm the chaplain here at St. Martin's Secondary School.
Do you think religion is a strong issue in the school?
That is a difficult question to really interpret. I think it is in that the thing that I find is that belief in God is very, very strong amongst people everywhere. About 9 out of 10 people still believe in God. But the problem is people are looking at God and religion as being different things. The way I define religion, which is basically living, trying to build the kingdom here on earth, I do think it's a concern. The reason I think it is a major concern of a number of people, and the reason is you're seeing a lot of people volunteering their time to come with us on our journeys to St. Bart's, St. Francis Table. Our food drives are there, and listening to the way people are talking to each other, helping one another. To me, that's religion. Religion is living day in, day out. A lot of people have their private prayer lives. We call that religion. Religion a way of life, a way of being. And yes, I do think it is alive and well.
What can people do to make their religion more stronger in the school?
I think one of the things they can do is, well, first of all, not be afraid to discuss it. Not to be afraid to say that you don't understand something, that you don't agree with something,
Hi, sir.
having troubles with something. I think just living every day is one of the ways to do it. Be the one. I mean, if I could use a phrase, it'd be the one. Be the one to give your friend a pat on the back. Somebody looks a little lonely, be the one to reach out and talk to them. To be religious isn't to be walking around with your hands folded all the time, or preaching and thumping a Bible, or quoting scripture. It's just to live the way that you would like other people to treat you. Do unto others like you would have them do unto you. With just those tiny little things, little minor ways, treating each other with a little bit of respect, some understanding, then sure, you're going to see religion happening almost effortlessly.
Where do your jokes come from?
Holy smokes. They come from a lot of places. I really grew up listening to the great comedians, and I still do. I love stand-up comedy. I think it's the greatest art form in the world, so I pick up a lot of stuff where that's concerned. Plus, people love sharing them, you know. They got a joke, they love to tell it. I love to hear it, and so through friends, through a number of places, I guess I've collected quite a few over the years.
Can you give us one?
Okay, giving you one that I haven't given you before could be a little bit difficult, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, here's one. Mrs. Leith is going to love this. What's black and brown and looks good on a vice principal? A Doberman. No, it's on camera. I'm in a lot of trouble. Okay. You might not be seeing me around here much longer if I keep that up.
5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Hi, my name is Pamela Whitaker.
How do you like school, Pam?
I like school at St. Martin's. It's fun.
What do you think of school spirit?
School spirit's good. I think everyone has it, a little bit of it in them at St. Martin's. That's why our teams do so well.
What do you feel when you come to school every day, Pam?
I like coming to school.
What's good about the school?
I like the students and the teachers. They're all great.
Thanks for your time.
Bye.
That's it. Ow! You're cool.
Close.
2, 1.
Oh, hi, my name is Jerry Antonio.
Jerry, what teams have you played on in St. Martin's?
Junior and Bantam boys and volleyball team.
How was last year's team?
The boys volleyball went all the way, and the boys basketball didn't make it to the playoffs.
How do you like St. Martin's, Jerry?
Cool, okay.
How are the fans at our schools, Jerry?
We need more fan support.
What's good about our school?
Sports team.
Do you think school spirit is good in the school?
No, we need more spirit.
Hi, my name is Mr. Carter. I'm a dramatic arts teacher at St. Martin's High School. I teach grades 10, 11, and 12.
What do you think of school spirit, Mr. Carter?
Well, I think school spirit can be improved. A lot of people comment on how poor it is, but I figure if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Get involved.
What do you think of students at the school, sir?
Overall, I think we've got a very good student body. Like any cross-section of the population, you have good and bad. Every barrel of apples has a few bad ones, but that's just part of life. But overall, I think they're a good bunch.
Thanks.
St. Martin's wants you!
Hi, I'm Carla Bucanzo.
And I'm Mike Kitchen.
So how do you guys think of school?
Hi, guys.
Hey, morning.
Hi, I'm Carla Bucanzo.
2, go.
Hi, I'm Carla Bucanzo.
And I'm Mike Kitchen.
How do you guys like the school?
It's not bad.
It's good.
Scrotum, and gentlemen who have had all their children, or who do not.
How's she gonna know?
I don't know, but I don't want to go. So technically she does.
I have a shelf.
Hey, miss.
Andrew. Andrew, we didn't get a picture in the yearbook.
Hmm?
We didn't get a picture in the yearbook.
No, I didn't.
We didn't. The whole mock trial team didn't. I like that.
Did you get a couple shots inside the office? Yeah. Okay, I'll get a couple more. I know. Big time. Why? What the hell are you doing?
I didn't put ones there. It said 12:30 on it, so I swear to God. I swear to God.
Why would I, when it's released for 2:30, why would I stick 12?
I swear to God, sir, it wasn't there.
I expected you to be in my pocket. You said yes. No, I never said okay. Okay.
That's Mr. Dunn just walking by.
Yeah, he's for the...
We're doing a video thing.
Oh, you're gonna lock me out now?
Yeah.
We are.
That's a good shot.
How you doing? Where are
Yeah. Hand-working, so he doesn't do it often.
Me? Oh, Lenny. Oh, I thought you said Andy.
No, not lots of money. We don't have lots of money. Just a few tubes. If I don't have any there, I can bring some from home. Yeah. What are you using
So
this
how?
video for?
No. Confidential.
Confidential?
Yeah. So how are the two most popular females in St. Martin's today?
Oh, really? Most popular females. Look at that.
We're great. See how much money is going to my bank account.
You don't want to
Just
share
kidding.
with me?
Not really.
What's wrong with the Andy Fund?
Andy Fund.
Yeah.
I didn't even know an Andy Fund existed.
Because the Tracy Fund is more in need.
Is it now, is it?
It's more needed, okay?
Yeah.
Desperate.
It's only because it's run by a bunch of females.
Oh, ask him for it. I wouldn't push too
I love
hard
attention,
there.
that's why I do it.
We'll get it. Check. See if they
Joanne?
Oh, I spelled soul wrong.
You can sign it.
I'm sorry, so sorry that I broke your heart. Please take me back. I was cruel and heartless. When you left me, you stole my soul.
Your friend, the devil.
Show ya. We. Okay. Stop.
You have to flip the lines out.
He's recording.
Who is the media club teacher?
Miss Morris.
Make sure she signs a note to him.
Okay.
Okay?
What's happening on football game, man?
You should get one too, eh? Yeah, who's winning?
Reload.
What are you going for?
Many things.
One of which is?
I don't know. No particular reason.
Can't log out while drinking?
Sometimes.
So can I go around your
As long as
classroom?
it's in the buffer. Go ahead.
As long as what?
As long as Dory's message is sent.
You want to be on film?
Well, I am now, ain't I? Is it on?
No.
Hi.
It's like
Hi.
what's this for?
Very much. How are you doing today?
What's this for? What's this for?
Archives.
Pardon?
Is this gonna be later on?
You.
You're a criminal.
That's not on tape, right? I'll kill you.
You'll kill me?
I swear.
Back over here. Hey. Come. You. You. You, everybody. Hey. Everybody. You.
Hey, Johnny Four.
Oh, God, I need help.
You are, huh?
Real talk.
Am I on camera?
Yeah, you are.
This is my fabulous computer work.
It won't. It can't pick up. It can't pick up your voice. The mic is no good.
No good?
Yeah. I can't say shit because if it actually picks it up, I'm in trouble. Oh, what a cute couple. Give each other a hug.
What's this for?
You'll know.
The yearbook thing? Is it for the next year yearbook?
Could be. Could be for many things.
Okay, but we better be in like a film or something.
Yeah, like I better get like my thing shown because see.
Hey, my name was only mentioned like 5 times in the yearbook. I deserve a bit more.
My picture
I was only mentioned.
Nor was mine. Oh, your picture wasn't even in there?
What do you mean? Why did they have to erase all that stuff?
I'm trying to force them to being more mature. Keep them running on board.
Hey, buddy, you have a cigarette? Give me a cigarette, I'll break your leg. Stokey. Not Stokey, bro. Not Stokey. Stokey, buddy. I'm not Stokeys, man. I'm sorry, bro. I could afford them. What'd I tell you? Man, what did I tell you? I'm not sorry, no smoke. I'm not smoking quality cigarettes anymore. You're not, man. Look what you're doing to yourself. You're killing yourself. I know, bro. I need those healthy Stokeys. Stokeys, #1 in Canada. The brand for the champs. That's it. You look through here. And the Ow!
Act natural. Get down, son. Turn it off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to call you. You know that fantastic punch that you make? I'm going to call you and get the recipe. Yeah. Okay. This is the guy that's doing it.
Welcome to Mr. Dunn's Den. Dunn's Den, get it?
Dunn's Den. Got all these
Welcome,
muscles
Mr. Dunn.
Good afternoon.
Your school principal.
In our high-tech video department.
How much money is put into that camera and all that equipment down there, I wonder? Can you tell me?
Hello.
Too much?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Instamatic, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna drop?
You guys are
Let's draw.
out. I have you come to my son plays hockey. Have you come and videotape hockey game? No?
How many pens has it got?
5, I think it is. But they're the pins that are supplied.
Yeah. But we have an appointment since 5 minutes. Okay. Our buttons were flashing.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Because they're going to do a demonstration of the back. Three.
Edited by J.B. Conway.
And hopefully we're going to be... You can even bring it up right again today. You can look it up.
It is on, right? You take the cover, the cap off the front there.
What do you like about St. Martin's so far?
So far, what I like about St. Martin's is that the staff and students are very, very friendly and willing to help each other. And what I like about St. Martin's is the fact that there's a very, very positive school community here that's working together to help each other.
Students, St. Martin's.
I think that the students of St. Martin's are very responsible and quite mature in their outlook on life in general. I think they've got a good sense of humor, and that sense of humor carries through when dealing with them, and also makes them happy people, so that when you deal with the students here at St. Martin's, I think they're willing to turn it around and learn from their mistakes, and laugh if they've done something wrong, and look back and say, hey, I'm willing to do better, and they do in fact improve. So there's a maturity level there that which I'm really impressed with, and I think also a responsibility that they understand, which I think is really, really important for students here at St. Martin's.
Is there any comments you'd like to make about the sporting programs at St. Martin's School?
I've been at several schools in the past, and always been very envious of St. Martin's and the school teams here at St. Martin's. Every time you open up the Mississauga News, and sometimes even the big papers, the Toronto Star, I've noticed that St. Martin's seems to always be in the headlines for one reason or other when it comes to sports. I've always looked forward to being a part of a community that is so successful at sports, and you've definitely now let me down. The sports teams here at the school so far have been quite successful, starting from the football to the volleyball to the basketball programs that have been winning their divisions and going on to bigger and better things. So I'm really proud to be part of it, because what in fact it does for us here in the school is it lends an excellent school spirit, which is second to none.
Okay, go ahead. Sir, is there any possibilities of school improvements to St. Martin's?
We are constantly looking at bettering St. Martin's in terms of the school building, and we are working on that right now. And our good thing that we're doing is in our tech area with Mr. Erdy. All that whole wing has been renovated, and a lot of different instruments have been brought into that, and a lot of different computers, etc., to update hopefully that area. We're constantly looking to update St. Martin's. Another area that we're trying to improve is we're initiating a Crime Stoppers program this week, and I know Mayor McCallion will be here at the school to help us kick off the Crime Stoppers program, and the sergeant from the Peel Police. And hopefully what we can do through that is get the students to work together to keep crime or any kind of vandalism or whatever that's going around the school to a very, very small proportion and get the students to take ownership and take the school back, and hopefully we can be the ones that stop this. Stoppers program is another area from which we want to improve the school, and what we're doing is basically kicking off a Crime Stoppers program on November the 24th, at which Mayor Hazel McCallion will be there to show her support in the program itself, and also a sergeant from Peel Police, Sergeant Boyne, will be there to help kick it off. Mr. Malone will be the teacher advisor involved in actually taking Crime Stoppers tips, and he'll be carrying around a cellular telephone. We have a committee that's very, very enthusiastic, led by Linus Narcissus, and we have approximately 2 students from each grade level that will be helping us out in issuing rewards to any Crime Stopper tips that are actually followed through and dealt with in a positive manner. And what we're hoping is that students will work together to make this place a safe community.
Sir, is there any other brief comments you'd like to mention?
Yes, I would like to mention, have you started this thing? Okay, I would like to mention also that it's my privilege to be here at St. Martin's. I'm really, really happy to be working with a staff that's not only dedicated but an experienced staff, and a staff that's enthusiastic and wants to help students achieve better results. And I see that throughout my day when I see teachers actually helping students on the side and helping students in the classroom. I'm really happy to be with Mr. Dunn, our school principal, who is probably one of the best leaders in our board, and along with Mrs. Leith, who I'm working extremely well with and pleased to be with. The secretarial staff and the caretaking staff are second to none. I think they're working quite hard over here at the school to help make the school a better place. Again, I'd like to also congratulate Mitch and the job he's doing as a chaplain. And just recently went with Mitch downtown to St. Bart's with a group of students who are very, very enthusiastic, willing to give of themselves to help people that are less fortunate. And I think that is something that students here at St. Martin's do on a regular basis through the missions, through Christmas baskets, and I could go on and on. And I think when you look at the students and you look at the charity that comes from the students, another example down south when in the Gulf, the students that are missing there, what, 3 boys is it? Yeah, the 3 boys that are missing there, the help that came forward through money and through financial support was just unbelievable. And I think that kind of stuff shows that we are definitely a positive Catholic school community.
This is for St. Martin's.
We are constantly looking at improving the St. Martin's facility. Firstly, right now, we're undergoing a renovation in the communication technology wing and bringing in computers and a different variety of, what do you call that stuff? I'm blushing against it.
Sir, is there any possible improvements that will be happening to St. Martin's?
We are constantly looking at developing improvements at St. Martin's in terms of the facility. A good one, for example, is in the communication technology wing. What we're doing there is we're constantly improving that area and expanding it to involve computers, desktop publishing, photography, drafting, etc., and improving that area, and that's under works right now. Also, we are looking at implementing the Crime Stoppers program here at the school, and Thursday, that's November the 24th, is the kickoff for the Crime Stoppers program here at the school. Hazel McCallion, our mayor, is coming to actually kick off the day and hopefully the program for us, along with Sergeant Boyne from the Peel Police. And together with the students, we've got a committee of students, and that's 2 students from each grade. They're very enthusiastic, led by Linus Narcissus, and what they're going to be doing is basically determining what the rewards will be for the Crime Stoppers tips that are brought forward, that are dealt with in a positive manner. Also, we have Mr. Malone, a teacher advisor, that will be taking the tips on a cellular phone that was donated to us. And I think the whole Crime Stoppers program will be excellent for the school because it will involve the students working together to make this place a safer place to be.
Sir, what do you think about the sport programs here at St. Martin's Secondary School?
I've been at several schools prior to St. Martin's, and one of the things I've been very envious of is the sports program here at St. Martin's. Every time I pick up the Mississauga News or the Toronto Star in some cases, there's always something that has to be said in terms of the excellent quality of the St. Martin's sports program here. And I've always been envious of that. And now I'm really happy to be a part of it. And there's no doubt that you people have not let me down. The school has not let me down in that way, because we've had several sports teams, starting from the football team that made it, the 2 football teams that have done quite well, these volleyball teams, the basketball teams that have gone on to win championships. There's no doubt that this is probably one of the most successful years that St. Martin's has had when it comes to the sports program. And the reason that they've had the success is because of the enthusiasm by the students that are involved in the sports program, by the enthusiasm of the coaches. There's no doubt that you've got a coaching team here at St. Martin's that's second to none, and the enthusiasm that's brought apart by the spirit that these sports teams actually bring from the students in the whole school. I think by having excellent sports teams, you have an excellent school spirit, which means that you have a real enthusiastic school community. And I think that's really, really, really important for us to have here at the school. And I'm really happy to be part of it.
So is there any other comments you'd like to make about St. Martin's Secondary School?
What I'd like to say is that the generosity and the charity that comes from the St. Martin students is second to none. I've noticed that on a number of occasions. For example, Mitch, with all the work that he does with the students here at the school, I know that he takes them to St. Bart's, and I've actually been with that group, and I've seen the enthusiasm and the charity that comes from that group, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and going down and serving breakfast to those less fortunate. I'm really impressed by the way they go out of their way to help people. I'm really impressed by the other students that have helped to organize the fundraising for the 3 people that are missing down in Florida. I noticed that the money that was raised was just unbelievable, and the way the community came together was unbelievable. Another area is the missions and the baskets, the Christmas baskets that are coming up. I know that the work that's being done in that regard is second to none, and that we're going to be helping out a lot of families. I'm really impressed with the amount of generosity that comes from all the different students working together to help others. The Student Council is the backbone and helps with many of these organizations, and the Civies Day money that's raised and the way they help the charities. I think they should be congratulated, and there's no doubt they're doing a fantastic job. The people in the office, the secretaries and the caretaking staff have really helped us to make this place organized and work in a very, very efficient manner. And lastly, I'd like to say that I'm privileged to work with the staff here, which is not only just a regular staff, it's an exceptional staff. It's a staff that's experienced, enthusiastic, and willing to help students and each other. And I think that's really, really important in building a strong, positive school community. And lastly, I know that Mr. Dunn, the leader that he is an excellent leader, and I'm very, very privileged to be working with him. And Mrs. Leith, who in herself is a personality that is very loved around here. I know that, and I know the students think very highly of her. And I'm just privileged to be here working with those 2 people, because I think they offer quite a bit that I can learn from.
Sir, can you tell us any educational experience you had prior to St. Martin's?
When I started teaching, I started at St. Louis Elementary School in the Clarkson area, and I taught the intermediate levels there and enjoyed that quite a bit. From there I went to Philip Pocock High School and spent I think it was about 8 years there at Philip Pocock High School, at which point I taught mathematics and science and became the department head in mathematics. I also tried something that was a little bit different there, which was a lot like what I'm doing right now, and it was called the Dean of Students position, which basically dealt with students skipping classes and coming late to class, and a lot of what the vice principal does. From there I went to Father Michael Gates